Hi friends, Baldurs Gate 3's first act is chock-a-block full of stuff. I mean, there's magic crap everywhere. Some of it's easy to find, some of them it's hard to find, a lot of stuff you just don't think to check. And I've been making videos on it for quite a bit. I think I have like 250 videos and I haven't even got to my first year yet. And from reading comments and getting reactions from people, I feel like I'm pretty confident at picking a really good top 5 most missed items in Act 1. This is going to be items as in equipment. These are all items that are magical and things that can actually help you with stuff. This isn't like, oh, you missed the fish bucket that you can actually put stuff in. This is real usable stuff that you can actually use in your party and might actually be helpful. So let's do it. Top 5 most missed items in Act 1. The first missed item is a dagger that isn't very helpful outside of the place that you find it. In the goblin camp, inside the pen that the wargs are being held in, if you look into a rib cage, a very specific rib cage, you'll find a dagger called Warg Fang. Now this dagger is pretty balls after Act 1, but while you have it, it'll be very, very helpful when you fight the goblins. Using it as a weapon or its stat stick, it will make all the attacks the goblins make on the person who's holding it be at disadvantage. So holding this while you are exterminating the goblin camp is actually going to be very helpful, but after that, not going to really need it. But hiding things in ribcage is low, just saying. Next up, we have the Amulet of Restoration. Now this took me personally a long time to find. A comment had to come through and let me know that there was something down there. But by the bear that sadly really misses Halcyon, and an OCD compulsion to continue to fish, if you move a bench, you'll find something called the Amulet of Sylvanas, and this will help you cast Lesser Restoration once a rest. Incredibly helpful if you use Astarion. If he bites you and you get bloodless, this amulet will actually just clear that up for you, so he just gets to have the happy condition. Back to the goblin camp, you'll find a Cleric of Leviatar, and basically everybody knows that if you do what he says, you'll get a long-term boon that will stay with you for the whole course of the game. Very fun, we love it. But he actually has 3 magic items on him. He has the Ritual Axe, the Ritual Mace, and he has the Ritual Dagger. The Ritual Dagger is actually very sick. Definitely take this from him. It's the perfect stat stick weapon for a sharpshooter with hand crossbows or longbows or any kind of ranged weapon, because it gives you a bonus action that will hurt you for a d4 but give you a d4 to add to those attack rolls. Super helpful, especially earlier in the game when your proficiency modifier isn't that high and you're gonna miss a lot with that -5 modifier that sharpshooter gets you. But yeah, this dagger is super rad. Definitely steal this from him. Now everybody knows about the silver sword from Voss and how you can use command to make him drop it and you can get it earlier. But there's another sword in Act 1 that you can use command to obtain, and I personally like it better. Svartalbe's Wonder Seeker is a great sword that you can steal. It's stealing from one of the Flaming Fist commanders right when you're entering the inn that's on fire. Quickly cast drop on them, they'll drop it, snag it in the confusion, and then you're gonna have a +1 greatsword that will give you a d4 to those attack rolls if the target is damaged. This is the best weapon you can have at this point for a great weapon master fighter. You're gonna have a -5 penalty, just like with sharpshooter, but this time you'll have an additional +1 with your attack rolls, and you can roll a d4 to it, and it stacks with bless. The hardest thing about combat in the first few acts is just hitting, and this really takes that away from you. Last item on this list that most people miss is a Druid exclusive staff that is called the Pale Oak. If you go through Cogra's secondary storyline, you will be awarded this staff for being a druid. A lot of people think that this is a different staff called Nature's Snare that you find in a cave with goblins. It's not. This is only if you have a druid level in your main character after discovering what Cogra is all up about. It's a magical staff that makes you immune to entangle spells. Super situational, really good for a druid monk cross, and I happen to have just made a build on it right there if you want to click on it. It's really fun. Also, side note, when Jaheira casts Entangle on you in Act 2, it will still entangle you, but you get a new dialogue option labeled Faith Warden. Does it do anything? No, but still pretty fun. There you have it. Those are my top 5 missed items for Act 1. Let me know what weapon you think people usually skate on by in the comments. I want to thank all my sponsors, but especially those guys right there. Anybody in the adventure tier higher get automatically put into a raffle that pulls every Sunday. And right now we're giving away our $30 pair of activewear shorts that I'm absolutely in love with and obsessed with. And they also get put in the ending credits. Every member though on every tier gets to see my videos before they're even released. But that's it. Thank you very much guys. Bye, I love you.